everyone, welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be finally looking at the Thompson the Magic Railroad crew. I have 4 engines here, that being Lady, Dieselton, Splatter, and Dodge. And we're going to be looking at all of them today. So without further ado, let's get started. And we're going to be looking at the 2 easiest customs, Splatter and Dodge. So Splatter and Dodge are pretty much the easiest customs to make out of this bunch. I really didn't do a whole lot to them aside from give them a little bit of weathering and a little bit of detail. The only places I really gave them weathering were their oil tanks, the tops of their cabs, their grills, and these little toolbox things they have. I'm not sure what you call them. And besides that, I also gave them a little bit of buffer weathering, like kind of make their buffers look like they're worn. And that's pretty much it. I also added some detail to their side rods as well. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of these 2. They're honestly really easy to make. I might do this to some of the other diesels like Splatter and like Aryan Bird. So yeah, we're gonna move these 2 out the way, and we're gonna get to Mrs. Mountain Marvel herself. So Lady was the second easiest model to make, as I didn't really do much to her that I hadn't already done to her. Although I did add some detail to her, some lining to her cab, her side tanks, and the bottom of her sandboxes. I based this off of Rex Jet's version of her, so shout out to him. I also got rid of the weird number I gave her, which was like a really crappily drawn 30, and the NW added to her sides. She also has red on her side rods, which I added with a paint, actual acrylic paint. I want to go back and fix that. And she also has some wear and tear on her buffers, which I thought turned out pretty well. Also made her buffers red instead of just, the dark purple the rest of her is. Now let's get to the big bad himself, Dieselton.
Hey, it's editing post-train ships and cars here. One thing I forgot to mention about Lady is that I actually got rid of the black that was on her wheels. I know it kind of looked ugly, and it was done with Sharpie, so all I really had to do was just rub it off with some rubbing alcohol. But yeah, I think she looks a lot better with purple wheels. I've done the same thing to some of the other engines I did. Some of the other engines, which you'll probably see in the future. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Alright, so here we have Dieselton, who I did the most work on, and I'm the most excited to talk about. There's a lot I did with him compared to the other engines. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. So Dieselton was the first one I really did out everyone, and I started with doing the outline around his windows to make him look more like his basis. I also gave him the number D10 because I imagine he's a part of the railway considering he's been on it so long. I also added a peg to his roof, and I took off Pinchy, so for a while he was pinchless. And I put Pinchy on a little thing I made using pieces from a tractor. I also gave him some weathering, even though it kind of smudged some of his old paint on the other side. Then I put everything back together, and he was pretty much done. I'm probably the most proud of him because Pinchy's kind of posable, and he looks really cool with actually moving Pinchy instead of just being more to his roof. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. I'm afraid it's probably going to be the last big video I make because I'm going back to school in a couple of days, and I want to put all my focus into that. But thank you for all for watching these videos I made over the summer. And hopefully I'll be able to make some smaller videos soon, and be on the lookout for some more customs. I have some in the works right now. Some of the paint and some of them are done and just waiting for showcase. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.